Sometimes you don't have to go very far to do photography, such as behind my house. I live in a rural area and I have 25 acres of woods behind my house, and I'm able to walk back here anytime I want to and sit in a blind and try to photograph wildlife, such as this afternoon. I've spent countless hours driving to locations, put on hundreds of miles to try and photograph wildlife. And what I found is sometimes it's just better to stay home and see what you can find to photograph there. So I'm out here in the woods behind my house this afternoon. It's late October and there are all kinds of possibilities back here. Deer, squirrel. I've even had a bobcat show up on my deer camera that I have set up back here. So I'm going to take you back in the woods here to my location that I usually set up to do wildlife photography. So what I have that I use to sit in is what's called a chair blind, and I leave it set up out here quite a bit. That way the animals are kind of used to it being here. And I'm turning around to show you what it looks like right now. So this is my chair blind, and there's a tree stand in the tree right here we use sometimes, but I'm getting a little bit too old to be climbing that. And the chair blind looks out over an area like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in my chair blind for a couple hours and see if I'm able to see any wildlife to photograph this afternoon. So I'm all nestled in my chair blind. I brought the Nikon Z6 II and the 200 to 500 Nikon f5.6 lens attached via the EFTZ adapter. So far I've seen a few small animals. I think I've seen some chipmunks. They were too far away. And so we're just now kind of waiting. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm kind of waiting to see if any deer come through. We're getting close to the deer rut pretty soon. So the bucks ought to be moving around, scoping out their territory, looking for does. I seen one earlier this morning, but I couldn't get a good photograph of it because it was behind some weeds. And I almost messed up because it came right by my blind and I was trying to record a clip. I'll show you what I was able to capture, which is not very good, in the video now. I've been out here about an hour and a half, and off in the distance I spotted a small doe rustling around in the leaves. And then right here in front of me is a chipmunk. Looks like it's rustling around in the leaves of a stump right here. I'm going to try to get some photographs of it. But the deer seems to be circling around. I did take a couple headshots of it, but I'm not sure what they're going to look like. One of the things that I've noticed is doing photography from a blind like this, and in the natural surroundings of the woods, the animals are not as used to you being here. So it's more of a challenge that you be still and quiet and stay just perfectly still. There was a deer here just a while ago off in the distance, and I was able to get some photographs of it, and I don't think it detected me, so hopefully it will come back where I can get some clearer shots of it. The ones I did get were pretty far off in the thicket. Then there was a chipmunk, probably wasn't more than 50 feet in front of me, so I was able to capture some photographs of it. It looked like it was gathering some nuts. Well, it's getting kind of late. It's about an hour before sunset, and it's starting to get a little dark in the woods. The sun keeps peeping out every once in a while. Well, that's about gonna do it. I just spent about 2 hours out in the blind, and there were a couple deer behind me in the blind. I heard them take off, but I couldn't see them because the blind was turned around the other way. So I'm gonna give it up for tonight. I did get some photographs today, and I'll show those in the video. Not really good pictures, but did get some photographs of some wild animals today. So it's kind of fun doing that, coming out here in my backyard, sitting in my chair blind, seeing what I could see. Chipmunk, squirrel, deer, that's about all I've seen today. So thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the video. And just remember, you don't have to go very far to get wildlife pictures from your home. If you got a woods near your house, go ask your neighbor if it don't belong to you. Ask your neighbor if you can go out there and sit in the woods and buy you one of these chair blinds from Amazon. They're not very expensive and they're real portable, and set you up a place out back to do photography close to home. Anyways, this is Ron Durant. I'm in East Tennessee. I'm a nature photographer, and thanks for coming along today.